on you.
Just be like, psych, you're not marrying Dakota today. All right, everybody, please rise and turn around for the bride.
Could you be that fine love? That 1949 love. The quiver in your spine, love. That summer wine, love. Could you be that sweet love? That sated, replete love. The Mediterranean heat, love. That stuck on repeat, love. Just grab a warm body and pick up the key. You need somebody to me. You can't count on time, and I'll just wait and see. Be that somebody, so settle for me. Could you be that great love? California state love.
Hi. All right, everybody can be seated. All right, welcome everybody, friends and family of Dakota and Crystal. Welcome and thank you all for being here on this important day. My name is Clyde. I have the privilege of being the minister for today's wedding and ceremony. So we can start this out with a prayer. Please bow your heads and pray. Dear Lord, thank you for this beautiful day. Thank you for the amazing weather. Thank you for looking over everyone as they traveled here today, for everyone who has put together this special day, and most importantly, please bless this ceremony, this special moment, as two of your children come together to be one. Amen. So we are gathered here to celebrate this very special love between Dakota and Crystal by joining them in marriage. This is an opportunity for us to share not only the joy of Dakota and Crystal's love, but also to reaffirm and appreciate the love and the friendship we experience in our own lives. May we all celebrate by being fully present during this short time together. All of us here today have our own love stories. Some are short, others long. Some are yet unwritten, while others are just getting to the good part. There are chapters in all of our stories that are sad or disappointing, and others that are exciting and full of adventure. And for Dakota and Crystal, those chapters bring them here. A time to pause, look back, and smile at all the moments that brought them here. And a time to look ahead to all the moments that are yet to still come. I'm here, we're all here, because we want those moments for you. We're here to hope with you, to support you, to be proud of you, and to remind you that love isn't happily ever after. Love is the experience of writing your story. It's not one moment, it's not even this moment. It's every moment. These everyday moments fuse together into one big experience. And even though this experience is so incredible, words fail us when we try to explain it. That's why it is with love. It's meant to be felt, not described. Love isn't just a word, it's an action. Love isn't something you say, it's something you do. Love is genuine, honest, and open, compassionate and kind, passionate and blind. Love does not know space or time, nor look through jealous eyes. And in the modified words of Paul in his letter to the Corinthians, love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and endures all things. Love never dies. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no records of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. So I've known Dakota and Crystal for a few years now, and seeing them come together was pretty cool. Dakota sometimes needs a little nudge in the right direction, and it takes a fiery someone to do so. And Crystal, I feel, is just the right amount of fire for Dakota to keep him on the right path. And then vice versa, Dakota is also just enough chill to keep the fire for Crystal just under bay, so it's just the perfect amount. I'm really excited to see these two come together today because I think they are so complementary to each other that their lives together, no doubtably, is going to be incredible. They are going to cultivate an amazing relationship together. And I know the friendships that they have, the impacts that they have with people that are in their lives is going to be fantastic and even stronger with them as a couple. I want to say marriage isn't easy, but I trust these two. I have trust in their love, their friendship, and their commitment to one another. I know they'll be there for each other. I know they'll be loyal. And I know they'll spend the rest of their lives growing and learning from one another. And with that, I think it's time to let them speak on their love. So we're going to do the vows, and I think, Crystal, you're going to start.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to try not to cry.
You got this.
Dakota Ray, I've been planning this day for what feels like the entirety of our 6-year relationship. And that's probably because I have. Happy 6-year anniversary, by the way. A lot of people will say they thought about their wedding day for their entire lives. And I can tell you with 100% certainty that I was not one of those people. Honestly, I thought other things were so much more important in life until I met you. I always joke that I would have married you 2 weeks into our relationship. But the truth is that was never a joke. I would have. I've been obsessed with you since the second time we saw each other. The first time, well, that's a story for another day. We were forced by life's unfair circumstances to get serious very quickly. While at the time, it felt like the world was falling down around us, we were learning the true value of what it means to be there for one another. Oddly enough, while that day remains one of the worst of our journey, I felt the full force of unconditional love. I know we wouldn't have gotten through that time without each other and the family and friends surrounding us today. If we can get through that and come out on the other side with a new appreciation for life, we can get through anything, so long as we're together. You are everything I never knew I needed in my life. You make me laugh until I cry. You make me feel better when I'm sad. And in the best way, you help me see when I'm wrong, even though that's rare. Thank God your parents are always on my side. You truly make me the best version of myself, so thank you. Thank you for your endless amount of patience, your honesty, your kindness, and most importantly, your love. I know that I am an entire handful, and there will be dark days, but I vow to make you laugh until you cry, make you feel better when you're sad, and help you see when you're wrong. Respectfully, of course. I promise to love you with all that I have, to respect you in all of your decisions, and to be present with you in all of life's little moments. I promise to treasure everything that you are and everything that you'll become. In 100 lifetimes, in 100 worlds, in any version of reality, I'd choose you. and I'll choose you over and over again, without pause, without a doubt, in a heartbeat. I'll keep choosing you. I love you endlessly.
Had to make sure I didn't forget these. Crystal Rose, we made it, our wedding day. At times I think you were skeptical on if this day would ever come. Maybe at times thinking your 90th birthday would pass before I proposed. But here we are, 6 years to the day since I asked you to be mine at the Dustin Lynch concert. I still remember that night like it was yesterday, you running on chairs to get up near the stage so Dustin would sign your cowboy boots. I remember thinking to myself, this girl is crazy, running across chairs for a signature, but that was just the fiery, free spirit that we've all grown to love. And you did it. You got a signature, injury-free. I still remember the excitement and smile on your face. Sometimes I think Dustin signing your boots was more exciting than me asking you to be my girlfriend that day. You've let me know many times that Dustin Lynch is in fact my biggest competitor. But joke's on him, I'm the lucky guy standing in front of you today, taking your hand in marriage. As Billy Currington said, I must be doing something right. I still remember the first day we met on the Fox River, even though you might not. At the time, I wasn't really looking for a relationship, but for some reason, that day, I immediately took an interest in you. Maybe it was because of your natural beauty and spitfire personality, or the fact that you were willing to flash the pizza guy in an attempt to get us free pizza. Either way, I knew there was something special about you, and I knew I needed to get to know you better. After a little finessing, I was able to convince Allie to send me your phone number. And from that moment on, we've been writing our story, my favorite one of all. As you know, I love a good story, and I certainly love my motivational speeches. A quote you've heard me say from time to time is, "The wolf on top of the hill is never as hungry as the wolf climbing the hill." Now you might be wondering, what on earth does that have to do with our marriage? Well, this quote comes from one of my favorite motivational speeches, one that has pushed me through a lot of hardships and challenges in my life. The speech is called Lone Wolf, and it summarizes a time in your life when you have to focus on yourself, go against the grain to pursue your dreams, even if it means that you have to walk alone for a while. And that is where I was in life before I was blessed with you. What makes this speech my favorite is that it wraps up by saying, you won't be a lone wolf forever. Eventually, God puts the right people in your life, the ones that will walk beside you through every high and every low. And God has done just that. He gave me you to walk beside me as my lifetime partner through every high and every low. We became serious pretty quickly, and the trueness of our love was tested just 8 short months into our relationship. Sorry, it's going to be hard. 22 years old, a time when most our age are graduating college, eager to start their careers, we faced a much different path. One filled with questions and uncertainty, a medical diagnosis that would become a reality for the years to follow. You watched me go from strong and healthy to weak and sick. For months, I lost my hair, my energy, my strength, but I never lost you, your love, or your faithfulness. Through sickness and in health, you stuck by me no matter the cost. Your love never faltered, your love remained, your love carried me when I could barely carry myself. You've always stuck by my side, strong, unwavering, and together we persevered. 1 Corinthians 13, verse 7 says, love bears all things, believes all things, and hopes all things, endures all things. Your love has proven this to be true time and time again. For that, I shall always strive to do my best for you and to be the person that you need me to be. I promise to provide you with a life filled with happiness, joy, and love. I promise to do my best each day to love you more than I did yesterday. Crystal, you are the love of my life, and I promise to adore you, cherish you, and respect you for all the days of my life. Shall we always continue to climb that hill together, never complacent, in pursuit of our dreams and everlasting love for one another? I love you to the moon and back, forever and always.
Please join hands. All right, we're going to do the blessing of the rings. Logan, you have the rings?
Hopefully.
You have for each other special rings, symbols that love is the most precious element in your life together. The ring has no beginning and no end, which symbolizes that the love between you will never cease. You place these rings upon each other's fingers as a visible sign of your vows this day, which will make you husband and wife. May the Lord bless these rings, which you have given as your sign of love and devotion. Amen. Dakota. Oh boy. They're falling. I got it, don't worry. And you don't put it on yet. Dakota, do you take Crystal to be your lawfully wedded wife? Do you vow to love her and care for her as long as you both shall live? Do you accept her with all of her faults and strengths and offer yourself to her with all of your own faults and strengths? Do you promise to be a faithful and loving companion and to always put the promises you make this day above all else?
I do.
Crystal,
I do.
do you take Dakota to be your lawfully wedded husband? Do you vow to love him and care for him for as long as you both shall live? Do you accept him with all of his faults and strengths and offer yourself to him with all your own faults and strengths? Do you promise to be faithful and loving companion and to always put the promises you make this day above all else?
I do.
Look into each other's eyes. Dakota and Crystal, you have expressed your love to one another through the commitment and promises you have just made. It is with these in mind that I pronounce you Mr. and Mrs. Urban. You may kiss the bride.
Oh yeah, you gotta move over.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yep.
All right.
Do it again.
Come back.